very soon after slogging it out on the worksite all week. Imagine working so hard and seeing the outline of your dreams now firmly in place. Ouch. As the skeleton of the house starts to look more and more like a home, our hothouse contestants are starting to take ownership, which is only natural, but only one set of keys.
The hothouse. Hothouse.
Last week, the holiday camp closed down and was replaced by confrontation, honesty, and raw emotion. In the hothouse, it's game on, with $2 million at stake and an early alliance formed, but on real shaky ground.
Everybody who thinks you got friends, just watch your back. That's all I want to say.
The alliance included Scott and Petra and Trudy and Beau. Trudy insisted it was just a friendship, while Scott denied that anything was going on.
On elimination night, Scott, Petra, myself and Amy were discussing what had happened during the week. There were a couple of misunderstandings. Trudy thought that we were talking about her and perhaps her involvement in the whole thing, which we weren't, and she sort of came over and confronted Amy and I.
Sorry, you didn't say it to me. I'm just after your little speech, man. No one's saying anything now.
Yeah, you might as well, because the thing is that you told me Scotty came up to you and said that you were part of
No, I didn't tell you that Scotty came up to me and asked me. True, don't go there because you said so many things about
Let's not do it in front of the camera. Let's do it in front of the camera.
I don't even want to fight with you, Trudy.
Let's not go there.
Because Scotty, he's a friend of mine, okay?
No, that's fine, Trudy, but that's not what you were saying 2 nights ago.
I haven't had any trouble with anyone at all in here at the moment, besides Trudy's.
She used me as a scapegoat and she's come up to me and told me that she's part of this big alliance and that Scotty's asked her to join it and got her back and this and that and mentioned a few other people, and then I sort of got put in the position of believing whether I believe Scotty or Amy about it.
You know, mate, I'm voting for you tonight. Now I know what she's like. I don't want a big, huge confrontation, you know, in the middle of a circle and all that sort of stuff.
In the hot, Crits have a way of being exposed, and Scott and Petra paid the price.
We don't think that he should have gone because in actual fact now I've worked out that it was Amy that was stirring the trouble.
I voted for Siobhan.
Siobhan and Jacintha only survived by the skin of their teeth. Then they worked their butts off to win friends.
I mean, I wouldn't say I've worked any harder over the last couple of days than I have the whole time we've been here. It's my sister and I have a very strong work ethic.
Alliances are forming and control is critical. But if the leaders think they know what's going on, wait till you see what we've got in store for these guys tonight on The Hothouse.
It's coming up to voting time, and these vans are going to be filled with people scheming and eliminating. Remember, they've got to lock their votes into the computer before revealing who they voted for face to face. The hothouse and the smell of $2 million is really turning up the heat in our little trailer park.
I would prefer to get up this week and say give a vote to someone because they're not doing the work. I'd rather say, well, look, you guys aren't doing the work, you guys deserve the vote, but I know that there's not going to be anybody else voting for them, so then that vote's completely void.
The couple I'd like to vote for is Amy and Christian. I mean, the first mention of work and she's running. But I've decided not to vote for them this week anyway, sort of for strategic reasons, I suppose. It's just not good timing. First, stick to this vote. It might not be so obvious that we're trying to break up their little friendship thing.
It's just way too early now to even start thinking about God who's really a threat right now, because I don't really feel there's anybody who's too much of a threat to either of us. I think the next couple of weeks is just pretty much coasting, I guess is a good word to use, and see what happens and see if actually some real personalities actually start coming out, other than sort of the niceness that everybody's actually been right now.
I'm not a person who, you know, looks for faults in people or negative faults.
Yeah, I'll just do what I...
Yep, it's done anyway.
Their contribution to the house or to the work is way below par.
I don't know this person very well as compared to everyone else in the house. That's purely my only reason.
I think things would be a lot different if it was a private vote. I'd vote differently.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Way.
Face-to-face thing, you got to think really carefully, and what I tell the camera and what I tell people in the elimination room is very carefully thought out.
We've got mail.
We've broken our couples into 4 groups to build a structure that will become very important to the game a little later.
And at this stage you can see it looks a bit like whatever the heck that is.
What are we actually building?
I don't know. But I've never seen anything like this in my life.
The base for whatever you have.
Okay, well, yeah, I've got the big one.
Box. Woohoo!
I've been bending over backwards to try to please these people, you know, to be part of the boys, but it's just because I'm a week down, I just can't make up that slack. That one was gone.
Into your vans and start packing.
Coming up, the whistle's blown and our players prepare for another round of face-to-face, dream-shattering honesty.
I think you pushed the limit a bit last week, okay?
And a twist in the tale that takes everyone by surprise.
I need to tell you that tonight's activities have only just begun.
Oh, shit! Come on. What are you doing?
As our couples shuffle off to pack, some of them are confident, some aren't sure, and others are playing their cards very close to their chests.
From the alliance rubbish that occurred last week, we need to sort of have some closure on that, so I'm intending to get that tonight.
We suspect there's some people voting together and we don't know who they're voting for, so, you know, it could be us.
No packing for us, but we know we've got a few votes. I'd rather take a chance, but I don't think we've got enough votes.
Well, this is fun. Sweetie, can you help me with this? Where are you going to put it?
You always are in danger.
You pack just in case.
And if you are in danger, you're not going to know about it.
I want to leave on my terms. You mean? I know I can't. But I want to be my downfall for me to go. I want to be doing something wrong for me to go.
This is about building a house as well, and people that are working hard should really stay.
Hopefully I'll react a little more cool, calm and collected than what I did last week.
She actually said she's going to get up and punch your lights out, but no.
I don't clean enough in the kitchen like the rest of the girls. I'm not chained to the sink. It's not my personality.
If it's anything like last week, it's scary, I don't know.
Yeah, last week threw me, so I'm not putting my money anywhere.
Welcome back to the voting arena. Last week, for the first time, our contestants were forced to confront each other face to face and reveal why they voted the way they did. All of a sudden, the road to the $2 million prize was full of twists and turns no one had planned for. Now it's time to go again.
One thing is for sure, the $2 million prize has everyone playing the game with total conviction. If they get the other players offside, they're doomed. If they get you, the viewers, offside, they're doomed at the final vote. Right now, it's all about being Mr. and Mrs. Nice Guy.
I will call you one at a time. You'll stand up, tell me who you voted for, they will stand up, and you'll tell them why you have chosen them. Brett, I'm going to start with you again. Who have you voted for?
My vote's probably going to shock everybody. My vote tonight goes to Trudy. Trudes, you're a wonderful girl, but I think you pushed the limit a bit last week. Scotty and Petra, I think, were railroaded. You admitted on national TV last week that you initiated this alliance, you started it, but to pardon the pun, you come out scot-free. I just ask that this is not a vote to sort of kick you out at this point in time, it's a vote to sort of even up the score a little bit, that you remain genuine, honest and upfront. We're good mates in here. I love having a laugh with you. At the same token, you have to take some responsibility of what happened last week. And that's why I vote for you today.
Okay, I'll take that. And I do take that, but I never admitted that I started it. I just said that I did have an alliance with Scotty and we were friends, and that I had his back, and I still stand for that. I still do, and I think everyone here has someone's back.
Okay, Jeff, would you like to stand up?
Siobhan. And the only reason I voted for you is because it's not a true couple. If the two of you, and I hate saying this, were lesbian lovers or something, wonderful, fantastic. No. Don't listen to it, Mum and Dad. But that's the only reason.
Calvin?
Based on my voting for Pete. I guess just the time thing. Haven't had enough time to bond with you yet. That's the reason you're going to vote no. All right. Maybe next week. Cheers.
Don't be fooled for 1 second by the smiles and laughter. Just behind the friendly facade, each and every one of these players wants that $2 million house, and they'll do whatever it takes to get it.
Heather?
This week my vote's gone to Tina. And I'm very sorry.
That's right.
I can tell it. I think you're a lovely person with obviously a very warm and giving heart. But at this stage of the time we've spent together, I just haven't quite got a connectedness feeling with you yet.
Siobhan, can you please stand up?
I voted for Trudy. I just aren't 100% convinced that this house is your main passion.
Jacinta?
I also voted for Trudy. I do think that you haven't been 100% honest with me. As Brett said last week, you and me both know what happened there. And I'm sorry, but that's the reason why I voted you out. We had a conversation.
Sorry, I don't know. I would like you to say it.
Basically, you had a conversation with me telling me that you would get rid of the negative, which was Scott. Basically, you told me that you basically would not vote us out, and then you did vote
I said I'd
against
give you a
us.
fair chance. That's what I said, quote unquote. A fair chance and voting someone else out is two different words.
Okay.
But that's okay. I take your vote.
Yeah, thank you.
Looks like the stage is set for a three-way tussle.
I was honest. I wasn't dishonest. I did tell everyone.
And later, Erica throws a bombshell into the arena, which will spell the end for Mr. and Mrs. Nice Guy.
How much does this house mean to you?
Back to the arena, and our contestants continue to play the game of Smiling Assassin. The greatest Australian dream is about to end for one of our couples, and Erica is still saving her bombshell till the end of the show.
James, would you like to stand up?
My vote's for Trudy. I don't think your contribution to the work is as much as the other girls. I've seen girls half your size and half your strength really put in hard yards. No, seriously. It's just,
I understand.
I just think it's tough seeing all the girls out there in the heat slaving away. The work they do at 110%, but I don't feel like you put in as much as them.
Matt?
My vote actually goes to Pete. And it's purely for the fact that you're new and I still don't know you very well as much as I know the other guys here.
I'm voting for Siobhan.
My vote is very similar to last week, except this week I'm voting the beautiful Jacinta.
Remember, these people are all competing for the biggest ever television prize. Caught smiling or supporting the wrong person, and they could be the next to board the elimination boat.
Okay, who are you voting for tonight?
Trude stuff. I had a whole speech planned and I have no idea what I'm supposed to say. But basically, stuff happens, we get over it, we talk about it, we move on. I'll get you next week. No.
Christian?
My vote for this week is going to Trudy as well. I just wasn't very happy with the way things went down last elimination when you had to go at Amy, and I wasn't very happy about it.
But how do you feel about all this?
I think Trudy may have sort of got a bit excited before she should have, but I think it will all be good. All pan out somehow.
Phil and Libby?
I'll go. My vote's for Jacinta. The other day when they brought in some white sneakers and you went to the caravan and you put on black socks with it. And that just shouldn't happen. I don't blame you, I blame your parents.
I'm getting along with everybody, I feel. So my vote went for Tina.
My vote tonight goes to Tina.
The voting occasion again, Tina.
Okay, Pete, you're next.
My vote goes to Siobhan. And the reason why is because I'm basically trying to bond with all these guys here, basically all the males. And for that to continue, I need them all here. So I've had to give the vote to the girl team.
Well, my vote basically goes to Jacinta because I think she works like a bullet. So for me to do the same thing, I think I've just sort of give you the vote because, yeah, I think you worked a little hard and I thought you might need a little break.
At this point, 3 couples are sitting at a draw. Bo and Trudy, Siobhan and Jacinta, and Pete and Tina. Tonight, one of those couples will leave.
After the break, is this Trudy's last stand?
I knew I was going to suffer a bit for being like I was last week and saying yes, I did have something with Scotty, because everyone is here to win.
It's elimination night, and with just a few votes to go, we have a 3-way tie between couple 14, Pete and Tina, couple 13, Jacinta and Siobhan, and couple 5, Bo and Trudy. And it's their turn to vote.
This week, my vote goes to Siobhan.
It's the same. Siobhan. I knew I was going to suffer a bit for being like I was last week and saying yes, I did have something with Scotty, because everyone is in here to win.
My vote today is for Tina. I'm still going with my gut instinct.
My vote is for Siobhan.
As the votes come in, Siobhan is standing more and more.
Well, I suppose I'm thinking what a few other people here are thinking. Siobhan, I kind of hoped a couple would win this house, and there's no point working you guys this hard.
I'm likewise as well, Siobhan. I'll vote for you this week again.
For those off the hook, there's no hiding the relief.
Vote for Siobhan.
My vote tonight is going to Jacinta. I would really love to see the house go to a couple.
Siobhan and Jacinta, it's time to leave the hothouse. You've been laid off.
Thank you, guys. We have walked out of here and we are still the same people as when we walked in here. And I honestly believe that the person who walks out with the house will have to play the game a little bit harder than everyone else. And I guess we just don't have that vindictiveness in us. The bottom line is that if with the alliances, there's only one winner. And
regardless of how many alliances.
Yeah, within the alliances, they have to vote each other out. So that's going to be probably harder for them, and good luck to them.
I couldn't look someone I was very close to in the eye and tell them that I was going to do them over for a $2 million house. So if there are people in there that can do that, you know what? They deserve it.
Back at the compound, the surprise bombshell is about to be dropped.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I need to tell you that tonight's activities have only just begun. Today, you were given a do-it-yourself project. You were, in fact, building a new voting booth. So, you're going to place another vote tonight. One by one, you will leave this room and you will log another vote onto the computer.
It's a double elimination. There's no time for discussion, no chance for colluding, no way to make new alliances. Tomorrow night, a back-to-back elimination. Another couple leaves the hothouse.
It is not good enough.
You don't know how hard it is for me to vote.
There's no way I'd cast a vote against you tonight.
Your gameplay and all that maybe might end up biting you on the butt.
I'm 100% passionate about this house.
I'm sorry.
On their way home, the drive is made a little easier thanks to a surprise letter.
Hi girls, Aussie John here. I'm sorry your time in the hothouse has come to an end, but congratulations on making it this far. Nobody involved in such an exciting show should go home empty-handed. So Aussie is pleased to give you $10,000. You can use the money for whatever you like, but don't spend it all on clothes. Hopefully a kickstart like this will help you own your own hothouse sooner.
Also, our friends at SeaWorld have thrown in 5 nights luxury accommodation, plus airfares and breakfast for the girls at their resort on the Gold Coast.
Thank you, John. Thank you.